Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I know that it has been a very fucking long time since I have posted, and I'm sorry, but I mean, you don't fucking know. It's been a motherfucking crazy ass year, so what can I say? I'm sorry. And I also apologize because this video is going to be a little bit different from all my other videos, just in the fact that I'm going to be doing something different from Drag Race. But I'm going to be talking about none other than the long-awaited and highly anticipated Baddies ATL on the Zeus Network. And I, 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 I don't know what has inspired me to do this, but you know what? I'm excited. I've been a fan of Bad Girls Club for a very long time. I think I'm very qualified to be making these videos, to be reviewing and breaking down Baddies ATL, because I have watched every single season of Bad Girls Club. I have also probably watched every single spin-off show of Bad Girls Club, as well as probably every single other TV show that all the other Bad Girls have ever been in, ever. So I'm definitely qualified to be talking about Bad Girls Club. I don't know how proud I am to say that, but it's true. So I am very excited to be talking about Baddies ATL, and I'll also just say right now, I know that I am in full drag right now, for anybody who is wondering, anybody who clicked on this video and is like, what the fuck am I looking at right now? Yes, I'm a drag queen. And I don't know, part of me is feeling like maybe I should post another video out of drag and see which one gets more views, and like whichever one does better, then I'll just keep doing that. But I don't know, we'll see. I think this first one I'm just gonna do in drag because that's what feels right for me, Mom. And I know that, you know me obviously being a queer person, I know Bad Girls Club has a lot of queer viewers, and I'm sure a lot of the people watching Baddies ATL are queer, or maybe they're just, sickening bitches who want to see some good looks. So I'm just going to jump right into this, and let me just start off by saying, I don't know how I feel about, obviously if you guys have watched episode 1, if not, let me tell you, Natalie is kind of acting as the narrator slash host of the show. She was the first one in the baddies house, and she's kind of, greeting everyone, showing everybody to their rooms. I didn't really read all the credits, but I have a feeling that Natalie's obviously like executive producer, whatever, something like, clearly she's more involved than the other girls, so that's why she's able to do this. But I kind of honestly would prefer it if her and Tanisha were the last ones in, even though we'll see, Tanisha doesn't even come into the house.
I'm Natalie Nunn. You already know I'm a boss bitch, and I'm the baddest bitch that's ever graced your TV.
And so the first two people into the house besides Natalie are Judy J and Sarah Oliver. Obviously, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a big fan of both of these girls. I actually was watching all of Sarah's YouTube videos when she would post videos reviewing the other seasons of Bad Girls Club. I obviously love Judy from season 7 and from all the other spin-offs she was on. Obviously, we saw from one of the sneak peeks that Judy has already said some questionable things, but we'll get into that a little bit later, Ma.
Wow, this is beautiful. But wait a minute.
My daddies are here!
Wait, what's this?
My broom.
Room for what?
Judy low-key is crazy.
And so Natalie is showing the girls to the room. Sarah has a lovely bedroom in the house, gorgeous king-size bed, nice. Let me also just say the house is very nice, but part of the charm of Bad Girls Club was not just that the house was a large, nice house, but the fact that it was decorated with so much Bad Girls Club memorabilia. Obviously, they can't have, the heart with the devil horn and the tail, because that's probably trademarked by Oxygen and Bad Girls Club. And obviously, it's a rental house, so I know they can't, put nails into the wall and everything. But I think that they should have tried a little bit harder to decorate the house. The house has couches, tables, booze, beds. That's it. I wish there was something on the wall. I think of BGC7, my favorite season, and Priscilla has the Mardi Gras beads all over her bed, and it's just the girls really make the house feel like their own. It obviously But what I was gonna say was, Natalie shows Judy to her room, and, obviously the drama starts right away because Miss Judy is going to be sharing a room with our new bad girl, our new baddie, should I say, Sydney Starr, who some people might know from Love and Hip Hop. She's been on a few other shows. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight. I'm excited to see Sydney representing the queer community, but I did not know who Sydney was until this. I will just say that right away. But I guess Sydney and Judy had some beef before going into the baddies' house, so obviously they had to room them together to get, you know, the drama. I get it. I'm excited to see it.
This bitch gon' show me a room that said Sydney and Judy. I know you fucking lying.
So come on, come in. Judy's here.
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
And so the next two baddies who come up to the house are fan favorite and highly anticipated once again, Christina from Bad Girls Club Season 9 Mexico, and Sydney Starr, who's a controversial character on the show because obviously she has not actually been on the Oxygen series, but she was allegedly. Obviously, there is no proof to this, but I will take her word and I'll take that back, not allegedly. Sydney Starr was supposed to be a replacement on BGC 9, but there was some drama, there were some issues, and she ended up not getting cash. She missed a phone call. She couldn't get flown down to Mexico. Who really knows? But she was supposed to be on the original Bad Girls Club, so I don't really fucking know. And obviously, everybody knows Christina. I would personally say that Christina is probably the #1 ultimate fan favorite from Bad Girls Club of all fucking time. Being a fan of the show myself and just reading all the comments, watching all the YouTube videos, seeing all the Instagram posts, I feel like up until the whole Bad Girls Club OnlyFans reunion drama, I've never seen anybody say a negative thing about Christina. And then once the whole OnlyFans thing happened, I feel like people were like, oh, she's a follower, she's a minion of Natalie, blah, 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 blah. And let me just tell you right now, she's definitely... Her and Natalie aren't really good anymore. I don't think they're good. And again, Christina just has a regular cute old room up in the house. And then Natalie shows Sydney to her room. And of course, as I said before, she is going to be sharing a room with Judy. And so, you know, she comes in the room, she's like, oh, you know, the room's cute. Of course, I'm sharing it with a psycho. As of episode 1, they really haven't gotten farther on that storyline. I was kind of hoping as of the end of the episode, they would be in the house at night and they would be beefing in the bedroom, but that didn't really happen. They was beefing somewhere else. I'm sure later in the show, they will be having some bedroom-related issues. And I will also say that I am personally super excited to see Christina. Obviously, she was a fan favorite on Season 9, and she was not on All-Star Battle Season 1 or 2. She was not on Season 13. She never did Love Games, so this is really the first Bad Girls Club thing she's done since her original season, which was like 2009 or 10 or whatever. So I'm very excited to see Christina, as I know everybody else is. And then from the final season of Bad Girls Club, we have 7 from Season 17, as I'll just say the final season. She comes in by herself, and she is confused because Tanisha's not there yet and Janelle is not there yet.
Before doing the show, Natalie and I, we would conversate through Instagram. In the past, when I initially did my season, we were communicating. Yeah, Natalie and I, we were associates.
And Natalie informs Miss 7 that apparently Janelle is stuck in a snowstorm and she is unable to fly to the baddie's house, but she will be there the next morning. And Tanisha is actually not going to be staying in the Baddies ATL house. So just so you guys know, Tanisha is not actually spending the night in the home. And I don't know, I always thought Tanisha lived in New York still. I thought she lived in Brooklyn, but I guess maybe she lives in Atlanta. So 7 goes to Tanisha's house later in the show. And so once 7 gets to Tanisha's house, I will say I actually really do enjoy this part of the show. Seeing 7 and Tanisha at her home, actually just living regular lives, not being in the house. It seems a lot more genuine, a lot more authentic than some of the other parts of the show that we did get that I will talk about in just a moment. Tanisha said obviously she has issues with Natalie, and the one stipulation that she had with being on the show was that she is not gonna sleep in the house with everyone. She will go to all the events, she'll be at the house, she'll participate. She just is not gonna be sleeping in the home.
I decided to sign on to do the show. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I'll be a fool to refuse that, okay? I'm a businesswoman.
I know everybody's super surprised. Let me get my mask. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Everybody's super surprised that I'm here.
I'm surprised, and you didn't even tell me.
One of the stipulations I had was not moving into the mansion with the girls.
And I know I touched on this before, but I also just want to talk about one thing that I wish that they could have done. And hopefully if this is successful, maybe they'll do a season 2. Maybe somebody will see this and they'll take my suggestion. And I touched on the fact that I feel like part of the charm of the original Bad Girls Club was the fact that they decorated the house with so many iconic things. And I think that they could have at least paid homage to some of those things. I understand that they're trying to be more mature and not be like, you know, bad girls anymore. They're trying to be businesswomen, but, you know, clearly there's going to be like physical altercations in every episode. So why not just throw in a couple of stripper poles in the house, have the girls, you know, some iconic Bad Girls Club things. You know, they should have had a stripper pole somewhere in the house, like a whole club-themed room like they used to do on the show. And I also think that what they should have done is had pictures of the cast like they used to do on every season of the show. So that way the girls could, you know, take Sharpies and draw on the pictures or rip the pictures down and throw them in the pool. Iconic Bad Girl Club tropes that we've came to know and love that I personally would have liked to see in a reunion show. So in the first episode, the girls get all settled in and then they immediately go to a photo shoot. Unfortunately, Janelle is not there for the photo shoot, so they talk about how they're going to do another photo shoot the next day, which is going to be a point of contention the next morning, as we'll see. And of course, all hell breaks loose at the photo shoot. Sydney and Judy start to get into it. Sydney starts talking about how Judy is the reason she didn't get onto the show in the first place. And you know, this whole fight was kind of whatever. I don't really care about it. But Judy did say one thing that was a little upsetting, a little bit problematic, we'll say. But Judy did say the reason that Sydney was not cast on the original Bad Girls Club was because she was a dude. I don't know what the fuck Judy meant to say, bitch. Let's not call Miss Sydney a dude. Let's just not do that. You know, let's just not do it. But, you know, Tanisha comes into the photo shoot with Seven, and she is, as you guys all saw in all the promo pictures, dressed for a funeral. Gorge, I guess. And I am very happy to see Tanisha with the other girls. I will say, when Tanisha showed up, she did have a certain energy about her that was just, like, perfect for TV. I don't know. Like, I just love Tanisha so much. I'm such a big fan of Tanisha. And she is so funny. The second that she shows up on the screen with the other girls, they cut to her confessional, and she just reads the hell out of all the other bitches. And then, you know, the photo shoot happens. It's whatever. They take their pictures. We saw the pictures. Obviously, they're for the promo. And after the photo shoot, Natalie and Tanisha get into it. And I will be honest right now, this was the one moment in the show that I really thought to myself, okay, this seems a little bit staged, a little bit fake. Just the way that Natalie and Tanisha were screaming at each other, and then after the whole altercation, Natalie went into the dressing room and she started crying. Because she, you know, she doesn't wear her heart on her sleeve. Natalie's not that kind of girl, and Tanisha really just got the best of her. That whole thing seemed a little bit forced. And I really do think Tanisha and Natalie are wanting to be the stars of the show. Not just wanting to be, but I think they have actually put in more work and energy into the actual production and the work aspect of the show, and I think they're more connected with the Zeus network, so I think that's also a really big part of it. But it definitely seeed a little bit forced.
You lied, sister. You said some shit about me and my whole fucking family.
Right, because you was going crazy over this fucking shit.
No, because I'm trying to motherfucking make some money.
I'm trying to make money too.
Make fucking money.
Okay, so the next day, in the early morning, everybody's getting ready, and my girl, let me just say right now, I fucking love Janelle Shanks. I'm a huge fan of Janelle. I was a huge fan of her on season 11. I was a huge fan of her on All-Star Battle, and honestly, I was a big fan on X on the Beach. And I feel so fucking bad for Janelle. She shows up to the baddie's house, and she does not have her luggage. Apparently, her luggage had gotten lost at the airport. I guess, hopefully she gets it later in the show. They don't really address it so far in this episode, but as of right now, I'm not sure what happened, but she does not have her luggage. And I just feel really bad for Janelle, because I feel like, you know, on season 11, all the girls bullied her. She was treated like shit the whole time. I would not have had fun if I was her on season 11. She got a shitty time there. On All-Star Battle, everyone underestimated her. I feel like she was just kind of, no offense, but kind of forgotten about on All-Stars Battle. She had kind of a shitty time there. On X on the Beach, fucking Angela Bad Bitch came in and ruined the whole thing, tried to fight her and got her kicked off the show. She had a shitty outcome on that show. And now going into her next show, her fucking luggage is lost. I feel bad. I don't know. I love Janelle. She's so cute. She's stunning. Let's say, like, this is really the first time we're really getting to see her BBL on TV, honey. And she looks... She looks really fucking good. I love Janelle.
I mean, I'm happy you're here, though. You made it.
It's just a hot ass mess, so technically, cold ass mess.
Well, how you like the house? You're so mad.
The house is nice.
And so here is the moment that everybody has been waiting for. After Janelle gets to the house, Natalie offers Janelle to get her makeup done because obviously she doesn't have her stuff. You guys have probably seen the sneak peeks of Christina and Natalie getting into the fight with the makeup artist about some bullshit about her not paying the makeup artist. But according to Christina, she didn't even, get her makeup done. She didn't even do anything. So I don't know. Honestly, the whole situation is really confusing and kind of really stupid. And I really don't care that much about Christina getting her makeup done by this guy. I don't care about how much she had to pay or if she didn't pay. Let me also just say that Natalie says it was $250 for a full face of makeup. That's a lot, baby. No. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be straight with this guy right now if he's watching this video. It's not worth $250. It's not worth $250. But so Christina and Natalie get into it. They start screaming at the makeup artist because apparently she didn't pay him, as I was just saying. And whatever. Christina goes back into her room.
Don't play with me. You will get checked.
And of course, Natalie goes and follows her into her room and is just like, hey girl, I really want to work this out. Like, tell me what's the issue. And honestly, it was a little weird the way the fight started. Because, they started screaming at each other. And Christina gave, like, a weird little, like, oh. And it literally hit Natalie, like, in her armpit. And, that's when the episode ends. We will see how the fight ends next week, I guess. But the episode ends there with the beginning of their fight. And, like Bad Girls Club loves to do, they have security guards in the middle of the whole fight, so it seems like you can't really see what happens at all. And again, this whole fight seemed like it was really for nothing. Like, in the clip, Christina had no makeup on her face, so clearly, like, why would she be paying him? Maybe it was for the day before? They really didn't explain it well, and that is something I will say about this whole show right now, is that, like, yeah, there's drama, everyone's fighting the whole time, but there's, like, no explanation for any of the storyline. And I'm kind of confused about what's happening with the whole thing, and like I was saying, I'm very qualified to be watching this. I followed all the Instagram beef with the OnlyFans, like, I knew everything that was going on. And I'm still having a hard time following why everybody's fighting. It seems like they're just kind of fighting for whatever reason. Honestly, you guys, if you have the Zeus Network, Jocelyn's Cabaret Season 2 is honestly, it's giving what this is not giving. I'm really into Jocelyn's Cabaret Season 2. So if you guys liked this video, let me know if you want me to talk about anything else on the Zeus Network. I'm really into this kind of shit. I love that kind of reality TV. But I would love to talk about Jocelyn's Cabaret. I could talk about, One Mo Chance. I have a lot of opinions about that show. And I have a lot of ideas about Bad Girls Club. So if you guys like this video, definitely like it, definitely leave a comment, and definitely subscribe. I'm gonna do the whole season of Baddies ATL. If you guys like it, I have a lot of really exciting plans. I will say one thing, my prediction is that it's not going to be what the girl, again, after all this is said and done, I'm sure in a year from now, everyone's going to be making YouTube videos like, that was not what I signed up for, I was treated like shit on production, this, that, the other, just how much you want to bet it's going to be like that. I hope not, but, because Seven even said when she was coming into the house that Natalie promised that they were going to be able to promote their businesses and it was not going to be the same as Bad Girls Club, but so far, I haven't seen anybody's business be promoted. I've just seen them arguing. So, we'll see how different it really is from Bad Girls Club. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's not what it is. Because I'd rather it not be about their business. I'd rather them be fighting the whole time. That's what I want in Bad Girls Club. Because honestly, I don't really give a fuck about hearing about Natalie Nunn's lash company or about, whatever businesses the other girls have going on. Like, That's not what I'm watching the show for. I want to hear about the beef. And I also want to know, they're obviously not going to address it, but I'm very curious about what happened with Rocky, Jada, and Shannon. Obviously, Jada and Natalie got into it on the conversation. So, you know, clearly Natalie has her hand really in the show, so she didn't want Jada on it. That's my guess. Jada's out. And I don't know, maybe she was just bored with Rocky and Shannon. And if you guys enjoyed this video, if you want me to talk about, you know, the conversation, please let me know. Honestly, I'm excited to see what the rest of the show has in store. So far, it's been pretty good. Obviously, you know, it's the first episode, it's the first season. Who knows if they're gonna do another one, but, you know, we'll see. I'm excited to see what it is. Obviously, I'm a huge Bad Girls Club fan. I just love seeing the girls. Hopefully the girls go to the club and they take a limo and then they get in a fight in the limo on the way home from the club. You know, that's the kind of stuff I want to see in a Bad Girls Club season. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video, and make sure you like the video. If you didn't like the video, go ahead and dislike it. Tell me in the comments why you didn't like it. I'm a big boy. I'm a big girl. And I can handle it. So go ahead, tell me. Leave your nastiest, most hateful comment. Tell me what you hate about me. Just go ahead, girl. Give it to me. Again, thank you so much for watching. Bye.